One of my favorite foods in the whole wide world. It's bagels. And I'm so excited to be able to bring this specific brand to you because it's been quite some time since we were able to offer this to you, but they're back. Brooklyn Food Group's 24-count New York style bagels. Now, in order to give you 24, what we're doing is we're giving you a 4-pack. So we're gonna go through all the flavors because I know you're like, yes, where do I sign up? But here's how you get this home, okay? You have choices here. You can get 24 of the plain, 24 of the everything, 24 of the cranberry, 24 of the apple cinnamon raisin. You can buy them just as is with those specific flavors, but you also have an option of getting it in the assorted. So you can get 1-pack, 1 6-pack of every single flavor. My mouth is watering. I'm trying not to choke right now. I'm trying to speak clearly because I love bagels. My husband's at home going, yes, she does. She absolutely does. It is one of those treats that I give myself on a regular. I'm obsessed. I love it so much. Okay, so I wanted to let you know that there are 2 new flavors here of these 4 that you have to choose from that are specifically brand new for fall, and that is the cranberry and the apple cinnamon raisin. Deliciousness straight to your home. And I know there are a lot of people out there who consider themselves like me to be bagel snobs, right? You're like, there is nothing like a New York style bagel. And there's a very specific reason for that. We're gonna welcome in the guest to explain it. And that is Gianni. Gianni, I'm so excited to be able to welcome you in.
Good evening, everybody.
Now,
good evening. How are you?
Pronounce your last name for me.
Della Polla.
See, I wouldn't have been able to do that right.
Very Italian last name.
I love
Very
it
Italian
so much.
last name.
And you are the CBO of this
Brooklyn
brand. And that's a chief baking officer. I love that. I love that so much. And you've been doing this for like half a decade now.
I've been doing this for over 20. I've been a baker for over 20 years.
Baker for 20 years.
For over 20 years I've been doing this.
But in this role as a chief baking officer.
Chief baking officer about the last 5.
Yes.
The last 5 years.
He explained this to me right before the show, that the reason why these are so delicious, and I'm telling you, people hanker for these bagels. I was just talking to one of our coordinating producers who says, I can't wait for this to be back. I got this on auto ship the last time it was available, and they're delicious. You were saying it's about the water.
It is absolutely about the water.
Water.
The water. It's the majority of the bagel is the water. 50% hydration is all water. It's all water. So that's how it starts off. But it's also other ingredients that you want to put in. You don't want to skip out. We did not skip out on any ingredients.
Right.
We didn't skip any steps. We boil them. We bake them. We make them. We ship them to your house. But what you want to do is when you get them home is you want to freeze them. You have to freeze them. And from there, they're heat activated. You can do whatever you want and anything you want with them.
But talk about having all the bagels you're gonna need, especially the holiday season, when you're always thinking, what am I gonna do to feed all my guests? You are going to be all ready because you're gonna have all the delicious flavors. And I will say, Gianni has been telling me about this apple cinnamon because I am such a huge fan of apple cinnamon raisin.
I gotta throw them in the toaster here.
But are we making Guy's favorite? Because
we should make Guy's favorite. I gotta start. Yes, I gotta start this up here.
Yes. So tell us about Guy's favorite. What did he tell you was his favorite?
Guy's is the lox and cream cheese.
Oh, you know what? Guy, I have to say, I agree with you 100%. While you're cooking this up, I wanted to let people know this is an amazing deal. We're already offering it to you on sale. And some of these are already very limited. We also wanted to add the value of the fact that you are not paying shipping. And when you lock in your auto ship, you can also lock in that free shipping. So make sure you're doing that for yourself. I never want to be without bagels.
I am never at home without bagels. Never. Because people just kind of show up, we get everything, we just take them right out of the freezer, you bake them off for 10 minutes in the toaster oven, or any which way, they're heat activated, so it's very important. Any which way you want to do what you do. You want to throw them in the toaster, air fryer, your stove, your oven, whatever, every which way you want to do it. It's like getting a fresh bagel at home from a real New York bagel shop. I mean, you can't beat it.
It was so funny because I can tell you're so passionate because when I was saying, tell me about these bagels, you literally went through every single step about the texture, about being able to boil them and how that really allows them to keep. Because I know a lot of people are like, oh, how long will these keep for? But you're like, literally, they are so good at freezing. They will be delicious every single time you go to grab one.
That's some of the problems you have. Like if you go down the block and you buy yourself a bagel, you buy like a half a dozen bagels, you take them home, maybe you eat only 2 or 3, and then you end up throwing out 2 or 3.
Oh,
you know
my
what I mean? So
gosh,
this way, you
yes.
keep them in the freezer, people just randomly show up. You could do a Friendsgiving, get everybody over, you throw some turkey on there, whatever, like we're gonna do it now. We're gonna do it right now.
I am so excited to try
See,
this.
this is ready?
We already have updates because this is
We
how
got this one
quickly
here.
these are moving and how popular they
This
are.
one, this is the apple cinnamon raisin.
Oh, this is
one
the
I
apple
like
cinnamon
to,
raisin,
I
okay.
like to just kind of throw a little cream cheese on
Just
it.
a little bit of cream cheese.
A little cream cheese. This is one I have in the morning with the kids. Mm-hmm. And this one's just for me. I like a little sweet in the morning. Some people like a little savory, some people like a little
Oh,
sweet.
I like a little sweet and savory. So,
This is both.
Yeah.
So you can't go wrong with this.
I was giving an update really quickly. Can you imagine this? We just
You wanna try
brought
it?
these back. Yes, I'm gonna take this. And then before I bite into this and can't talk for just a little bit, I wanted to let you know that the cranberry right now, cranberry auto ship is extremely limited. Thank you so much, Rob. Producer Rob is in my ear giving me updates live on this show because I wanted to let you know, oh my gosh, this is so hard to not bite into this. Wanted to let you know before I sink my teeth into it that all the food that you see in this hour, Merry Delicious, is all on free shipping. So fill that cart, hit the buy button, you will not be sorry.
And actually, the apple and the cinnamon are inside. They're baked inside the mix. So you're not just pour it on top. Or
Oh my gosh.
We don't skip any steps at BFG.
Oh my gosh, it is so, the pieces of fruit are so good. They're luscious.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. And so if you're a big fan, sorry, I'm talking with my mouth full. I'll cover my mouth. If you're a big fan of bagels, if you're a big fan of apple cinnamon raisin, and see, the thing is, I've only ever eaten cinnamon raisin as a kid. Apple cinnamon ups the ante. Oh my God, look at all our
It throws
crew.
a little extra spice in there.
Look
They
at
eat?
our
All right.
crew.
Buon appetito. Buon appetito a tutti.
It is a party up in here because we're talking about Merry Delicious, getting you ahead of that busy
So let's just say, like, now
prep
that's
season.
breakfast, right? So now it's time for lunch. Sometimes my wife, she works in an area where it's a little like far away from everything. So this is what we do. We just throw a little cream cheese on there. We'll use this one because it's...
Is this also the same as mine?
No, this is the cranberry
This
everything.
is the cranberry, the
This is
most
for the
popular
season.
so far.
For the season.
Oh,
Right? Well, I just
you
went
know
apple picking
what?
with the kids the
I'm
other day,
just
too.
hearing the latest update from Rob in my ear, and he's saying that the combo is now the most popular, moving the fastest, and that's in the single ship. And then we also, so just in case you're just joining us, and it's about 5 o'clock, 5:10, what we're talking about, of course, is the Brooklyn Food Group bagels that we're so excited to be able to bring back for you. The New York style bagels. It comes in 4 different delicious flavors to choose from. The cranberry and the apple cinnamon raisin. Again, 2 new flavors for fall, but then of course the classic everything and the plain also included. Now you can get all 4 sleeves of the 6-packs in just the 1 flavor. But I'm telling you right now, the combo pack is the most popular by far. That means you can get 1 of each delicious flavor. And
just like
is
that,
the
it's that easy.
cranberry.
It's that easy.
Oh my gosh.
And you could do with anything you have at home. I mean, you could go from breakfast all the way to dessert. You know, like at nighttime, sometimes when I get home by myself, I work a lot of nights. I throw some Nutella, some banana
at
strawberry
that.
in there, and I have myself a nice little dessert.
And these aren't your little baby bagels. These are like huge bagels, right? They're the
They're
ones
they're
that
pretty
you're gonna...
big bagels. They're a nice sized bagel. It's good enough for 1 portion.
Oh,
and
for sure.
And it's low calorie.
And this right here is Guy's favorite. Made specifically in honor of Guy. Guy couldn't make it today, so they asked Emily, they're like, Emily, do you mind filling in for Guy today? I looked at the lineup and I said, wait a second, you got bagels, you got pizza, you got brownie. I said, I think I can handle it. I think I can come in, I can step in for Guy
Listen,
today.
the good thing is, as long as he's okay.
Yes, that's all that matters. Our
And this
thoughts
is
are,
what
of
I
course,
wanna
are
share.
with everyone who, of course, were impacted by this recent storm that passed through. But we are here. We're going to giving you great ideas, really, for the holidays to be able to prepare because we're getting ahead of things. Look at our crew. They're having a fantastic time noshing over there. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little jealous because I have to keep talking, so I can't keep eating. But I'm gonna have a little bit of that later.
ahead.
I might actually take this whole thing with me.
Go
but
ahead,
if you
yeah,
could,
sure.
before I start eating again, tell them what it is about the baking of these bagels that allows for them to keep so well and why they're so popular. I know this is something that people look forward to time and time again.
Of course. So it's very, very important that you boil them. If you're not boiling them, you just skipping steps. In baking, every step is just as important as the one prior and the one after. You don't take any shortcuts.
No
You
shortcuts.
want to take a shortcut, be a cab driver. You don't take any shortcuts as a baker.
I'm trying not to choke. Do we have drinks
It's very
next?
important. So sometimes it's easier to take a shortcut, but we don't. We don't. That's the way we do. We use the best ingredients. My Uncle Gerard is in the ingredients business over 100 years.
Yes.
Not him personally, but he's pretty close up there too. It's a family business.
But BFG
my
has
business
been
has been
doing
around for
this for 30, right? And
BFG's been around for 10 years.
For 10 years.
10
and
years.
then you yourself have been the
I've
chief
been the Chief
baking
Baking
officer for
Officer,
about
yes.
5 years. But again, I love that you bring to it 2 decades worth of baking expertise, right?
Oh,
Something
yeah.
that I know, and I now know why Guy vouched for this and said, I need these
Look
bagels
at
in my
it.
show. Is that
See the shine? the crunch?
Yes.
Can you get a shine?
Look at this. I mean, I'm a home
Look at it.
chef. That's what I consider
Look at it.
myself. So this, I'm not much of a baker, so I will always buy the best bagels out there because I love, love my bagels.
We'll do the bacon for you.
Yep, they'll do the bacon for you. And that's the thing. You never, ever, ever want to worry about, especially
some turkey.
the kind of deliciousness that you're providing for your guests, right? When they come to visit, you want to make sure that they're like, wow, you picked up these fresh bagels for me? Oh, absolutely, because you can keep these frozen up until the moment you need them. Just whip them out during the holidays, and you are going to be the hero. They're going to say, oh my gosh, these bagels are so great, because we're talking about how they're baked. We talked about water. Water? Did I say that right?
The water.
The water.
The water.
And really what that means when it comes to being able to have that perfect bagel. Could you explain that one more time for our friends
What's that?
so they can understand how important it is to have quality bagels?
Very important. Very. I have them at home all the time. Like I said, you could do them from A to Z. I have one for breakfast. Sometimes I have one for dessert, for lunch. You always have food. People show up late. The game is on. You could throw them right in the toaster. Everybody loves them.
Everybody loves them.
good,
Look at
yeah.
all that you can make here. Gianni, thank you so much. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
you. That time just flew by.
Yes, we'll do it again next time.
And lots of people buying bagels right
All
now,
right,
I'm
all
telling you. After my own heart. I'm telling you, one great way that you can celebrate during the holidays, get this. It's not just a gift for you.